Hey, what's going on? The e-bike guy here, and today we got this video. Now a lot of y'all have saw this on the live session that we had to fix the Hall sensor error on the motor. Then we had to replace the front fork with the wider one. So we got all that done, and we just got the motor on. I do have to tighten up the nuts on the motor, so that way we don't have any dropouts coming or the wheel coming off the dropout. So we're going to do that right quick. All right, let's get this. So another thing, you don't want to over tighten these. So you want to just give it a little tug. Let's see here. Okay. Give it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just enough to, you know, there we go. And then same thing on this side. Okay, now we're ready to ride. It's a little windy out here, guys. All right. Let's get her right here. This thing is just sitting on there. We're gonna leave it here because I don't want it falling off. All right, so we're gonna give it a little test run right quick. Okay, no more Hall errors. And yeah, oh yeah, she is good to go. Oh yeah, she is good to go. Pull this up right quick so y'all can see. So we're just gonna make a short video on this step former clone right here that we had to repair. So we had to do a little Hall sensor fix. We did fix the Hall sensor error, as y'all noticed on my live session. And the front end is on. We have no play whatsoever. So the customer's gonna be happy. The customer's gonna be very happy. Woo, yes sir. Oh yeah, she ready to go. She ready to go. Regen is good too. Regen is definitely good. Now this customer had this bike for a very long time. As y'all notice, I did a step on clone video on this bike before. I do have some videos that I need to upload, some old videos about this bike that I just recently put the QS273 in, but that's crazy how them Hall sensors just went out like that. I mean, kaput. Or I mean kablooey, as you say. Rides really smooth. I mean it rides really good. The only thing I don't like is the seat position. It sits so high up. It sits so high up in the rear, and it's low in the front. It makes you sit so far up front, man. I don't like that. And one of y'all was talking about making some adjustments or modifying the seat position, so it'd be a lot better, man. You know. I mean, to be honest, it does feel awkward though. Definitely doesn't feel like a dirt bike, for one thing. I feel like the handlebar is a little on the narrow side, not wide enough, you know. The way I mean, because my handlebars, my e-bike is pretty wide, so like I said, we're just gonna just cruise around the lake. Think we're good. I mean, he keeps his battery charged. I need to tell him if he's not riding his e-bike for so long, do not charge the battery. Or don't keep the battery fully charged, because that will damage the cells over time. So I definitely gotta let them know that. It does pull though. Wow. Oh man. I can't wait to get my e-bike up and running. Oh man, this don't have a kickstand, so I can't really put it down and talk to y'all. I like this neighborhood right here. Very nice. Nice scenery. Got a nice huge lake. A lot of stuff going on here. They do have parades out here, by the way. So they do have parades. They do have trick-or-treating. if one of these next year on Halloween, I'll do a video on this neighborhood where they have like trick or treats and parades and everything out here. You know. Yeah, man. Yeah, another thing too, I heard of people like getting a Gamarna seat, and they said the Gamarna seat is way better than the stock setup. And I don't mean have one. I think I agree, because this seat, after a good minute, you're gonna be hurting. Your butt gonna be hurting on this one. The 72 volt, 45 amp hour battery that's in this thing. I built this like a year ago, and it's still a tank. It's running the Samsung 30T cells, copper nickel sandwich. This thing's nothing but the truth. Yes, sir. Nice little ride, nice little breeze, a little windy, but it's a breeze out here. Glad to have my channel back though. I wouldn't know what I'd do without it, man. Start all over, man. Like another 3 years, just starting all over. Yeah, man. Yeah. For one thing, these step bumpers got a place in the e-bike community. I know that. Yes, they do. All right. So we're gonna head this way right quick. Head this way. Do a little bit of street ride. Car pulls out. Oh, I thought gonna pull out in front of me. Woohoo! Yes, sir. My God, it's so windy out here. Brakes are doing pretty good too. They got good brakes, good power. It's pretty much all you ever need though, you know. I wouldn't think about needing more power. But there's always people like us that get power hungry and want more power, baby. I think this might be due for a far driver 72680 controller or an 850. Woo-wee. Woo. Damn. It got swirly. It was doing this on me. It was doing it. I was like, oh man. Oh man, yeah, it was doing that on me. I was like, oh man, let's get a little swirl that dirt road, boy. Oh man, but yeah, this thing got good power. Good power. That's one difference between this that sets this motor apart against the QS205. It has way more power. It's heavy, but it got way more power. Oh yeah. Tons of power, tons of it, man. It's absolutely crazy. You know, absolutely crazy, man. That's why if I didn't get that QS268, I was gonna go right back to the QS273, and I'll just have to just tune my controller down, because I couldn't see myself going to a lesser powerful motor, you know. Yeah, man. Oh yeah. So that was a little short video on the whole sensor fix. I just did a live session today on it. I went to go get my kids, came back, and we rode the stuff armor, and it's absolutely incredible. We have fixed the play issue on the headset. We did the whole sensor error, so it's ready, man. On the jack stands, and we're gonna just put it on out here. So we're gonna turn it off, put it right here by the blaster right quick. Incredible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that, you know, it's amazing what you can do when when you're building your own e-bikes, and then you perfect it so much that you can actually do it for other people, you know. And I think I did that. I think I achieved that, you know, saying that I can actually work on other people's stuff because I done mastered working on my own, you know, because I like to do trial and error on my own stuff first before I start messing with other people's stuff, you know what I mean? That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. So anyways, okay, so there you have it, guys. Like I say, we have perfected step armor build. We fixed the whole sensor. I do got to put the chain on the sprocket. I just noticed that. And we fixed we fixed the front end. We got new headset bearings in the front end. We got a new KKE front fork. It's a little bit wider, so this is a fat fork, by the way. So it does accept a 26x4 or 24x4, any of those tire widths. And we got that fixed. Got the correct spacing on the front wheel. No noise whatsoever. That's how I like it. Sometimes you can't really get rid of the brake noise, you know what I mean? But that is how I like it, you know what I mean? And yeah, I think I did a good job. So anyways, I'm gonna call the customer, let them know that the bike is fixed, so you can come pick it up. And yeah. So all right, guys, so stay tuned for more videos and live sessions from the E-Bike Guy channel. This is the E-Bike Guy, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.